This is Luke Paulson, the Catholic Conservative, and welcome to the News of the Week for September 18th, 2021. And if you enjoy these videos, do not forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe for more. Larry Elder lost, and Gavin Newsom won. I hate to start the news on such a dour note, but it is what it is. Apparently, the liberal pathogen runs so deeply in California that it is not easy to root out. It could also be the fact that Republicans were told that they had already voted.
Got there at 10:30, gave her this, and she scanned it and said, "You voted." And I said, "No, I haven't." And she said, "This has been happening all morning. Don't be surprised if they tell you you've already voted." And she said, "They've already done that."
And who did you vote for?
Well, I asked the couple, the young women that I talked to, and I said, "Are you by any chance Republicans?" She said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, so am I."
It could also be the fact that a girl in a gorilla mask threw an egg at him. And then the fake news decided to run this story. Not to mention running this story. Either way, conservative Californians are learning the hard way that once evil is entrenched, it does not go out without a fight, and certainly will not fight fairly, just like the entrenchment in Washington's swamp. Biden left our equipment behind, and now it has been spotted on the road to Iran. I bet you dollars to donuts that it is going to end up in the hands of a state that is not on friendly terms with America and will be reverse engineered. While conservative members of Congress are clearly upset.
Take it up with old Joe. It's all his fault. I'm not in control anymore. In fact,
Okay, great. You've turned into the hole. So now what are you going to do about Afghanistan?
smash.
There is very little that can be done. Biden's handlers control the Department of Justice, and there's virtually no legal course of action since any and all charges would be dropped. Although, I cannot stress the following enough. Although this more than qualifies under high crimes and misdemeanors, we cannot and must not use this as grounds for impeachment. If Biden is removed from office, we are stuck with Kamala Harris, and she is infinitely worse. While Democrats continue to attack Texas for denying the imaginary constitutional right to abortion, the law is still in place. For now, this is one of the problems with depending on laws to protect the innocent. They can be overturned in one electoral cycle. Now the DOJ is asking a judge to block Texas from enforcing the law. Biden, the devout Catholic, continues to attack Texas for having the audacity to defend children from being killed by their own mothers. The Supreme Court has already ruled not to take the case, and it is still on the books. And a lot of people, myself included, celebrated too early. We should have known that the same people who have no qualms about killing children will fight tooth and nail to continue to kill children. If other states pass similar laws, this might be harder to overturn. As far as I know, this is the first attempt at a bill like this. While the battle is not over, we cannot stop fighting. After all, AOC thinks that these are forced birthing laws. I cannot imagine a more stupid way to say that. It is no secret that politics and sports are two things that should never meet and yet do. People watch sports and other television programs to escape the monotony of this world and the politics that encompasses every other part of life. Even when it has nothing to do with the situation at hand, politics especially Democrat-leaning politics, has to be mentioned.
What's happening?
At this point, how can you not believe in climate change?
Case in point, a biological man, McLaughlin, is utterly obliterating the scene in the women's MMA. I wonder why no biological women compete with men. Probably because this has nothing to do with identity or science, but just giving these men a guaranteed win without any struggle. All they wanted was to be normalized and to be treated equally. We gave these people every concession under the sun. We should have called it out for being what it was, still is, and always will be. A mental illness, no different than someone who believes that he is Genghis Khan or Marie Antoinette. AOC is truly showing what it is like to live in the inner circle of the elites. She attended the Met Gala, which charges $30,000 per ticket. Her dress for the gala heroically said, "Tax the rich." She is obviously not talking about her exorbitant salary or those of the politically connected, but other rich people. Possibly just conservative rich people. The message, like masks, is just for show. Global warming is a term so broad that it can describe any meteorological phenomenon whatsoever. Even if there was a medieval warming period before industrialization. Even if there were multiple ice ages, each of which ended without industrialization. Even if tornadoes are down from their peak in the 1970s. Everything has to be global warming.
One more thing.
We only blame global warming when it is politically expedient. The deep state is a term that has been thrown out a lot by those of my political persuasion. Now we have claims that General Milley ordered the military to consult him on any and all matters, no matter what. There is also a claim that he would warn China in the event of a potential attack by the US. Deep state does not go far enough. This is treason, plain and simple. Granted, I legally have to say that these are alleged. Naturally, the Democrats and the media decided to come to his defense, saying that Trump was somehow unhinged. Yet Biden is a dementia-riddled old fart that has to be given instructions by his handlers. Just saying. Listen to this exchange between Senator Rand Paul and Secretary Blinken.
The guy the Biden administration droned, was he an aid worker or an ISIS-K operative?
The administration is, of course, reviewing that strike, and I'm sure that a full assessment will be forthcoming.
So you don't know if it was an aid worker or an ISIS-K operative?
I can't speak to that, and I can't speak to that in this setting in any event.
So you don't know or won't tell us?
I don't know because we're reviewing it.
Well, see, you'd think you'd kind of know before you off somebody with a Predator drone, whether he's an aid worker or he's an ISIS-K. See, the thing is this isn't just you. It's been going on for administration after administration. The Obama administration droned hundreds and hundreds of people. And the thing is there is blowback to that. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but I see these pictures of these beautiful children that were killed in the attack. If that's true, and not propaganda, if that's true, guess what? Maybe you created hundreds or thousands of new potential terrorists from bombing the wrong people. So you got to know we can't sort of have an investigation after we kill people. We have an investigation before we kill people.
Senator Paul makes a very good point. Obama was ordering drone strikes every day, and we do not know how many innocents and civilians were hit. Likewise, we cannot imagine all of the blowback of such a policy. When President Trump killed Soleimani in a targeted drone strike, the media went hysterical because we killed an austere religious scholar. Yet, No outrage here, because the fake news cannot risk saying anything negative about Biden. We all remember how President Obama used the IRS to target Tea Party groups. Then, he had the audacity to blame it all on 2 rogue Cincinnati agents. Now Biden's handlers are picking up where his boss left off. Biden wants banks to turn over all financial records to the IRS to stop tax evasion. Not only is this a blatant violation of the 4th Amendment and allows the collection of even more confidential data, there is no way that this information can be kept secure. There was a leak from the IRS not too long ago, and you do not know if your confidential information was stolen. This is not designed to catch tax evasion. Rather, this is the embodiment of Lavrenti Beria. Show me the man and I will show you the crime. Biden's handlers told the FAA to declare a migrant camp a no-fly zone. This means that not even drones are allowed in the area. Why? Because this way, news outlets and citizen journalists cannot get pictures of just how bad the border crisis is. Then, the people do not know how bad it is. This keeps everyone in the dark. If you cannot fix a problem by doing your job of enforcing the law, just keep people from seeing the problem. Just like throwing a rug over a carpet stain. Maybe I'm just blowing smoke. Maybe I'm completely off my rocker, but that is just my opinion. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also please consider following me on social media.